Good morning, good morning. Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. Thankful Thursday, the first day of May. Yes, it is May Day, and it's the National Day of Prayer. Lots going on today. It's Global Love Day. We're going to be celebrating that all day today. So who do we have? Oh, our Deirdre. Happy May Day to you, darling. And Hope Wellington Marshall, thank you for the love. Pat Moss, Jim. Jim, I know you made it to Vermont. Did you see our Vermonster Blue? Have you all connected yet? Good morning, Annie. Good morning, Kathy Hand. Kathy, how you doing? How'd the doctor's appointment go? And I hope that everything is working perfectly for you. Good morning. We're on day 54 already. All right. Well, miracles happen to me every day, and I can say that with all confidence because they certainly do. Miracle of life. Andrea Gregg, good morning, Leo. Good morning to you. All right. Let's go into our hearts. What do you say? Hand on your heart center and slow down the breathing. Just slowly breathe in love and breathe out love. Breathe in light, that golden light that surrounds all of us from the great central sun. Breathe in peace. Let's call this a day of love and peace and joy. Breathe that out into the world and put a smile on your face and hug somebody. Who are you going to bring a big old heart hug to today? Who are you going to lift up and just really pass that love forward? Don Baker, good morning. No sighting of Blue yet. Well, yeah, I know she's busy, and so are you. But I know you'll see her and those sweet babies. Brandy, good morning. Oh, what a wonderful morning. Well, it's Thankful Thursday. Who, what, where are you thankful for? What's in your life that brings you joy and puts that smile on your face? Let's share some of your joy today. Today's going to be busy. It is the Global Love Day Marathon. And if you don't know anything about it, tune in all day today. There's going to be a lot of excitement. I'll be on at 2 with Noel Marshall, and I'm going to lead us in a divine love meditation. So I hope you'll tune in for that. We'll share it on Enlightened World. And at tonight, Eastern Time, we're having a pajama party. So Dr. Ruth Anderson and I are going to party with the angels, and we invite you to be right there with us. You can wear your PJs, bring the drink of your choice, and come on in and let's just partay. There's Blue. Just talking about you, Blue Jean. And who else? Auntie Jean came in. Oh, Jean, how is Ron doing? Sue is here. Good morning, Sue Seekoff. We have our own party every morning, don't we? I was just thinking about that when Ruth and I were planning our angel party. I love our mornings together. Andrea? Oh, I hope it is for you, darling. I hope that everything goes with ease and grace. And, oh, you gave a heart hug to Auntie Jean and her hubby, Ron. Well, I hope Ron is doing better today. We'll get a report from our Auntie Jean. Brookie, good morning, Brooke, Dylan, sweet Max. Oh, Catherine, let's sing happy birthday to her on Saturday. I know she'll hear us. Blue, I don't know. I'm not sure if there is or not. We had a wonderful gathering last night. It wasn't broadcast, it wasn't live streamed, but we had somebody from Costa Rica that shared with us the meaning of Beltane, and it was just beautiful what she shared. Good morning, Linda Lemieux. Sweet Brookie. Michelle, good morning. Our Michelle Landers will be on Enlightened World today at 3 p.m., bringing us the forecast for May and the numerology and the astrology of this month. Brookie's hugging everybody. Pat Moss, thankful my husband is telling people to leave the dandelions alone for the bees. I love dandelions. My first ever publication was a poem, and it was called Dandelion's Demise. I really would love to find that poem again. I've lost the written version of it where it was published. I lost that years ago, misplaced it. I would love to have that back because that was such a special time for me to have something published. And I think, oh my gosh, I was still in my 20s, I think, when that was published. So that was many years ago. And Auntie Jean he says he just woke up. So far, so good, and he seems better. Prayer works. love works. And Kathy, thankful for the antibiotic to help your toe heal. Good. Blue Jean says on St. Walpurgis night. Sounds great. Yes, we are going to party. Those angels, they're going to bless us tonight with some joy, joy, joy. Annie says Grayson gets to go see the play Frozen with his school today. Awesome. Brandy, how sweet. We're all grateful for Deirdre. She's such a blessing to this family. Linda, I believe the North Carolina retreat is going to be around the 5th of October. I'll get you the exact dates. I'll put something in the messenger today. Noelle will be with me at 2 p.m. and she'll be, I know, sharing about that retreat. And it's absolutely beautiful. I'll send you the video in the messenger because it's in the mountains of North Carolina, absolutely gorgeous. And the video shows some of the scenery and the place that they'll be holding the retreat. So I'll be talking to Noelle and see if we can get some information out and let you know what all will take place during that retreat. All right, so do we want story time this morning, starting out our May Day with a beautiful message from the angels? And it was a beautiful message. I think it's one that's it's going to touch a lot of people that understand about challenges that we go through in our human experience. It's called Transcending Struggle. And we're still missing a few P's. Let's get our Sally and Tony in here. Who else are we missing? I know there's some that aren't with us at the moment. All right, Transcending Struggle. Kathy, the pajama party is at 7 p.m. You're planning on lighting the fire pit. Awesome. Well, take your phone out and you can listen to the party and join in. All right, Transcending Struggle. When I hear somebody sigh, life is hard, I'm always tempted to ask, compared to what? That's a message and a quote from Sidney J. Harris. We get what we are thinking about, what we are focused on. The great teachers of manifesting knew this and passed the key on to us. Pam Grout wrote a book about this, wherein she had us do experiments that showed the power of focused intention. I've done the exercises in her book many times, and each time, without fail, what I focused on came to my attention. Recently, I did the ladder exercise by Neville Goddard, and I'm still seeing ladders. More importantly, though, is that my abundance has gone to a higher level. Every day, miracles show up for me, and I claim them before I see them. We are more powerful than we think we are. Whenever we start doing the stinking thinking, such as, life is hard, sure enough, obstacles start appearing to block our manifestation. Dear angels, why does life feel so hard sometimes? It's like a constant uphill climb, and I hear people around me sigh, life is hard. Is this really the way it has to be? Or are we missing something? Dear ones, we understand the weight in your sighs and the ache behind your weariness. Life in your physical realm comes with contrast. It is the gift and the challenge of your earthly experience. But when you declare life is hard, we gently ask, compared to what? compared to a moment without growth, a path without purpose, a lifetime without love? Your soul did not come to earth to avoid struggle. It came to transcend it. What feels hard is often a doorway. It is the soul stretching, remembering, expanding. When you perceive difficulty, ask yourself not, why is this happening to me? But what strength is awakening within me because of this? Difficulty is not punishment, it is transformation. Even the mountain does not lament its height. It stands firm, kissed by the clouds, because it knows that climbing it will show you who you truly are. So next time you feel tempted to sigh, pause and remember, the one sighing is also the one capable. You were never meant to go it alone. We walk with you always, whispering courage into your moments of doubt. The angels whisper, "You were not born to merely survive the hard parts of life. You were born to rise through them, to shine through them, to love through them. Hardness is temporary. Your light is eternal." Today, angels, I promise to watch my thoughts more closely and change the negative to positive. It is possible. We can pivot away from that thought. We can hit that pause button and say, what am I thinking? Why am I saying this? Why am I saying that life is so hard? One of my affirmations that I've been saying for 54 days now, it's so easy. And just totally flipping that question that we put out there when things happen to us, when we have our challenges, and saying, oh, this is so easy. I got this. I'm going to make it through this with ease and grace. And like our Marietta teaches us, everything is working perfectly. And it is. We may not see the perfection of it, but if we trust, we know that everything is working perfectly in God's divine plan. We don't always know exactly. Like sometimes we're just asked to trust. We're asked to start out on a journey and really not know where we're going. and that is my experience. When they told me to go on this journey of the Peace on Earth tour, I had no idea where I was going. I didn't have any idea exactly what it looked like. I was just given instruction along the way. I was told about the land blessings as I was driving out of the state of Florida. And so I knew that was a part of what was taking place. Didn't know that it was building a crystal grid throughout the country, and those crystals are now talking to each other from end to end. I've been back and forth from California to Florida many times now, and every place along the way that Spirit tells me, I stop and do a land blessing, and you all are a part of that. And now they've added in peace walks every month. So in May, we're going to walk at the Cherry Bell Trailhead here in Colorado, and that place has a special meaning to my heart. So I can't wait for us to take that stroll and have you all join us. We'll set a date, so I'll make sure that you all know ahead of time when the walk is going to happen. Dr. Ruth Anderson will join me, and hopefully you'll join from wherever you are. All right, so let's see what Kuan Yin has to say about all this. Your time will come. Some souls are slower to blossom, building their inner beauty over time until just the right moment. Then the fullness of their beauty, power, and grace is revealed, providing powerful healing medicine for those in need of comfort and hope. I love that because that really describes the Peace on Earth tour. It describes all of us, this gathering that happened 5 years ago, plus now we're over 5 years of meeting each other, encountering each other, and loving on each other every day. It is a divine assignment. Okay, so Dixie Cunningham, good morning. Thank you for being here. And Michelle says, I posted on my Facebook page some things you can do, Beltane. Awesome. And Blue's calling in our Charles. Deirdre's remembering doing the maypole dance. Oh, Andrea, great message and whisper. I love this one. I need it on replay some days. Exactly. Those days that when some seem harder than others, we do want an easy button, don't we, Kathy Hand? And wouldn't that be nice to have that easy button to remind us it doesn't have to be so hard. You know, those struggles that we go through, we came here for that. We came here to have the experience that's going to help us grow. We came to have the sandpaper people so we could understand more fully that, you know, we're not perfect. We have some rough edges, and sometimes people help us to understand how to relax into things, how to laugh at ourselves, how to just be stronger and more resilient in our lifetimes. Life is wonderfully easy. What a great mantra, Andrea. I love that. Why don't we all today adapt this mantra? Life is wonderfully easy. I'm going to say that all day today. And when I work with the angels, Ruth and I are going to play with them tonight in a party. I think I'm going to say that. Life is wonderfully easy. I love it. And yes, Linda Lemieux, California to Florida to Maine. Absolutely. This angel mobile has been all over the place, carrying love and excitement and joy. And I think pretty soon it's going to wander up to our Brandy girl and see that part of the world. And Auntie Jean says, oh, I have done that walk many times and love it. Me too, Auntie Jean, me too. Such a special place. And do we have Kathleen? We most certainly do. Good morning, Kathleen Caputo. Thankful Thursday. Thankful for all of you. And you got to leave early. Well, darling, we're so glad you're here with us. Thank you for the time spent here in Peeville. Yeah, I don't know where Sally and Tony are this morning. They're not with us. I was hoping. But I'm grateful for the ones of you who did come in to hear the message from the angels and share your love. And Bricky said, it sure takes a while, but it does get lighter over time. The trauma and heartache we experience can make us appreciate life that much more if we let it. Exactly. It's a perspective that we take when we say, why is it so easy? Everything is happening with ease and grace. Everything's happening in divine time. And you know that divine time is never late and it's never early. That was a message they gave to me earlier this week, because sometimes we want to rush those miracles, don't we? Sometimes we want to rush the answers to our prayers, and we'll pray and pray and pray, and we're like, nothing is happening. Why isn't it here yet? Why don't I see my miracle? And we get very impatient as humans. Patience is a virtue. It truly is. And when we start rushing God and rushing that divine timing, we're just going to get frustrated. It's going to be like beating our head up against a wall. Why? Why, God? Why can't I have my miracle now? I want it now. We sound like little toddlers not getting our way. And how frustrating that is, right? When all we're focused on is what we don't have instead of being grateful for what we do have. And what we do have is this now moment. We have a beautiful family gathered together, loving on each other, uplifting each other, praying for each other. That's what we have. Focusing on that, we can leave behind the why don't we have it yet? And that impatience about a lack in our life. What are you focusing on? That's what the angels really want us to look at. Whatever you're focused on is going to expand. If you're focused on a lack, guess what? You're going to see more of that lack. It's not going to respond just because you say it has to happen right now. That's something for divine time. And it may not be there yet because there's a reason for it not being there. So when we trust, when we say, all right, God, I have faith. I know it's going to happen. I don't have to know when. I'll be pleasantly surprised when it shows up. And Brandy, life is, where did it go? Life is wonderfully easy. I am worthy. I am enough. Miracles and happiness happen to me every day. Every day. They certainly do. I've had many, many miracles in the last 54 days that we've been doing this. And I hope that you have as well. I'd love every day when you come on, share those miracles. Share what's happened. And let us all rejoice in it. I know, Brandy, I can't wait either. I'm just waiting for word from the angels of when that's going to happen. And Kathy's going to share that mantra with Bob. So let's put his title as Mr. Potential, Kathy. Let's just start changing everything over to positive. When we do that, it has a different aura to it. It has a different ring when we say something positive and uplifting, and it brings us to a whole different place. So potential, I love that word. And it has all kinds of promises to it. Auntie Jean, your mantra, I received just by existing. I love that one. That's a really great one to dwell on. And Blue Jean says Saint Walpurgis, I don't know if I'm saying that right or not, was an abbess in, I think, the 8th century. She was supposed to be able to counterattack magic when the Anglo-Saxons were converting all to get rid of Fae. She became associated with Beltane Eve and the Beltane celebration. The Fae say, leave it to man to make a mother abbess to thwart Fae. Silly men. I know those Fae are talking there, Blue, and they're probably chattering away out in the fields. And Brandy says, if we have time, may we please have page 57 of book 3 for Ron L'Oreal. Yeah, I think we have time for that message. And we're going to do a prayer today because this is the day of prayer, the official designated day of prayer. So page 57. So the next time you're tempted to overcomplicate, pause. Break the situation or question down into something so simple that a 6-year-old could understand it. You might find that in explaining it as though teaching a child, you've taught yourself as well. That is such a beautiful thought that it doesn't have to be complicated. Life doesn't have to be so hard. When we break it down and we find something to be grateful for with each moment, each challenge, each struggle that comes our way, find the blessing, because it's not a punishment, like the angel said to us in the message. It's not about punishing. We came here for this. We came here for our lesson. And lessons are not punishment, they're blessings. So when you break it down and make it very, very simple, then you can understand it better. And maybe you'll get an aha moment when you do that, when you look at it from Spirit's point of view and not from that being punished point of view, because we're not. The things that happened to us, that was in our divine plan. So ask the question, instead of why is this happening to me, making yourself a victim, ask the question, what is my blessing? What is my lesson? What do I do with this situation? Where do I go from here? What's my next step in life given this situation? So isn't that a beautiful thought? And Kathy, I'm grateful I get to go to Pittsburgh Saturday and see my grandnephews for the very first time and see some of my family as well, needing a break from the negative energy. Well, I'm praying for that trip. Do you get to see Suzanne when you go over to Pennsylvania? I don't know how far away you'll be from her, but I know that you two are very close, and I'd love to know that there's a big hug happening. And yes, Bob has potential. We all have potential. So when we can look at that, and instead of a criticism of somebody for not understanding, because that's what happens, the negativity comes because of something inside, some lack that's felt, something that is not quite in alignment. And we know what it feels like to not be in alignment, right? When things just kind of are dragging us one way or another, and we feel like we're limping because one leg feels shorter as we walk along. Bringing it into alignment means that we can skip along, we can play with ease and grace in this big old field called Earth. All right, it is prayer time. And thank you, Deirdre, for posting our prayer. And Brookie says, exciting times here. I think we will get to see the construction crew install a new telephone pole right out front of our house today. Max and I have been seeing them getting closer every day, so hoping for a front row view today. Of course, Max loves witnessing all of it. Something new and exciting that he's going to learn something from. I love that, Brookie. And Blue says, Faye Day, Prayer Day, Angels Play today, May Day. Also, Michelle is going to have a lot of important things to say about this now and what is to come. Glad we are all feeling to the knowledge, to the knowing of claiming our prosperity of abundance. Always, always move from place to place in ease and grace. Those Faye are really bringing out the joy today, aren't they? Thank you, Blue. Thank you for letting them talk. And Kathy, you don't get to see Suzanne. Oh, okay. Wow, you're going a long way into Pennsylvania. Awesome. So, Deirdre, thank you for posting our daily prayer for all humans, for Gaia and all who walk on her back, for world peace, attention to human trafficking, and support for all families living with addiction, and prayers for our United States. Thank you for that. And then Brandy, Thank you for prayers for all who are touched by suicide and or dementia of any type, and prayers for all of our P's and our families. Thank you, sweet one, and lifting up you and Dustin as you go through the grief and the memorial for his father. Okay, so any other prayers that you have, pray for a really good outpouring today of love on Global Love Day. I know the founders and creators of Global Love Day, Harold and John, and they are amazing, beautiful friends. And Global Love Day has really, I think this is their 10th year that they have been doing something every May 1st for Love Day. So I'm hoping that you all can tune in throughout the day. They'll be doing different things. And like I said, our part of it is 2 p.m. with me and me and Noel, and then 7 p.m. with me and Ruth Anderson. And the party will be fun. So put your pajamas on and come party with the angels. All right. So let's go into our hearts on this beautiful day that we've been given, this day of giving thanks, being grateful for the things and the people in our lives, for the places that bless our heart, for this beautiful earth planet that we have. So breathe in love, and exhale back out that love into the world. Breathe in light. When you breathe in that light, what does it look like? Can you see that breath coming into your body? Is it like a little firefly? Just a little sweet light that can light up the darkest of nights? Is it a little flame, like a match? Is it a roaring fire, like you would light a fire pit outside? What's that light look like inside of you? Exhale light into the world. Light looks like. There's no comparison. That light is extensive, no matter the smallness or the bigness of your light. It goes out far and wide, just as soon as you set that intention for it to do so. Now breathe in joy. Breathe it right into your heart center. Focus on the joy in your life, the joy in your heart. Happiness comes from the inside, not from anything outside of us. So what's happening in you? Is there a party inside your heart? Is there dancing and skipping and maybe dancing around the maypole? What's happening inside of you? Can you feel that joy? Can you laugh with it? Can you do like a baby's giggle and just really explode with joy today? And then breathe it back out. Let that giggle reach others because it's contagious. I can't listen to a baby giggle without giggling along with it. So share your laughter, share your smiles, send it out with that out breath. And now let's dance together. Breathe in the energy of love, the energy of joy. And it's not silent. It's not still and stagnant. When joy comes into your heart, you just have to get up. You have to dance, maybe run, skip, play, jump rope. Do something with that joy to express it out into the world. Doing these things raises the vibration. You're adding to the collective pool of energy so that everyone feels that joy. Everyone feels the love that you're sending out. And now let's breathe in peace. Peace and contentment. As you breathe that into your heart center, what does that look like? Does peace have a color? If peace has a color, what is it? What does it look like inside of you when you get to that point of just being, just existing in peace, not thinking about struggles and challenges and conflicts, but just basking in beautiful peace as you sit with the Creator, which is where we're going right now, taking all the prayers, all of those who are struggling, everyone in our P family that's dealing with some issue, whether it be physical, spiritual, mental, emotional. And let's just love on each other by lifting that prayer up, lifting our prayer list, all of those beautiful names that we heard yesterday, lifting them up right to the Creator. Let's skip as we go. So we raise that vibration. See yourself skipping with these names, bringing them right to the Creator. And the little Fae are skipping right beside of us. They're having a great time today. And the angels following along beside of us. And we're bringing our joy to the Creator, saying thank you. Thank you for such a beautiful day. Thank you for miracles that are happening every day, for opportunities that come everywhere. Thank you for love, for life, for light. Thank you for the joy that we feel inside. And now we leave the prayers there. We don't hold on to them. We just lay them down. And let's skip back to here, to this room that we're all in together. Gather around in a circle. And let's do a little dance. It's dancing with each other, holding each other, loving on each other, and saying, thank you. I love you. Just loving life. Randy was glowing an orange glow. Ah, I love that. You know, orange is the color of the sacral chakra. And that's all about having fun, enjoying life, having pleasure show up in your life, and creativity. So, Brandy, sounds like there's going to be some creative energy around you. And Michelle saw periwinkle. I love that color. And I see it twinkling, Michelle. How awesome. Anybody else have color? What came in for you? What did you breathe into your body and into your essence? Okay, so we got some thank yous, I love yous going on. And I'm going to get Leo to sing to us and tell the little birdies thank you for blessing us with your sounds this morning. And now Leo's going to bless us with the Morning Cuppa song.
Good morning, Earthlings. It's time to get up and get ready because today is the perfect day to have a great day. Here we go, come on, come on. Come on, let's play. It's a beautiful day. If you woke up this morning, might as well be part of it.
Might as well be part of it. You are part of it.
Be on the lead wherever we may be. We create a portal where we can be together. The heart telephone is always one phone call away. Calling on the guys, the angels, and the masters. Take a deep breath, we're going into a new dimension. Morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cup full of joy.
Cuppa full of joy. This is the year of joy. So every day, every moment, focus on how can I bring more joy into this world? How can I bring more joy into my own heart? Thank you, Brookie. Max, did you go up, up, up? I'm sure when he looks at that telephone pole, he's going to want to go up, up, up the pole, right? Start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cuppa full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cuppa full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cuppa full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of love. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of love. Okay, ready for the AAA dance? Accept, align, allow. That's what we dance to. We simply accept, align, allow. AAA, y'all. Start the day on a high five, we call the AAA. Morning cuppa full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cuppa full of joy every day. Just start the day on a high five, we call the AAA. Morning cuppa full yes, we are one sweet Auntie Jean. So glad you're with us today. Leo is full of sneak tricks. We are celebrating today. First day of May, Love Day, Prayer Day, Faye Day. Woo! Thank you, thank you, thank you to everybody that showed up today. I love you so very much. Stay in your hearts. Stay blessed, because that's where the blessing is in here. And if you saw a color as you were breathing in peace, try to surround yourself with that color today. What does that look like? If you were to bring in that color, maybe you're eating a food of that color or wearing something with that color on it. So stay blessed, everyone. I love you immensely. And happy May Day, happy Beltane, happy day of joy and day of peace. Most of all, happy Divine Love Day. And we'll be focusing on love all day today. So when you breathe and you think about it, send that love out into the world. I will see y'all later. Namaste, y'all. Bye for now. Don't forget to tune in at 3 o'clock to Michelle. She's got some really good stuff to share with us.